Hey, 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 party people. Hope you are doing well. Are you absolutely, utterly terrified at the thought of hitting that go live button and doing maybe your first Facebook Live? Maybe you're a veteran and it still scares the shit out of you pushing that button. Today's talk is for you because over the next 5 minutes, I'm going to walk you through how I got over my own personal fears, the strategy that I've implemented, as well as how I've really boosted my effectiveness and my confidence being able to do not just a Facebook Live, really just video in general. Okay, if this is the first time that you're hopping on with me, seeing my face. My name is Kacie Tross. I'm an organic marketing strategist that has nixed the old ways of prospecting, and I've catalyzed a new era of the online entrepreneur. I help people build their businesses online the non-sleazy way. And I say it like that, and I love to say it like that because I've personally been there. Hot Mess Express back in the day. I don't want that for you. So, like I said, in this video, I'm going to show you how I overcame my fears from that first Facebook Live that I'm going to talk about today. I remember like it was yesterday. And I've built a strategy to be able to use this tool that is so crucial and use it more effectively in my business today. So let's jump in and let's get started. So that first Facebook Live, it's an experience that I will never forget. I remember it like it was yesterday. I literally was like pushing that button, y'all. I sat there. I, did things. I did my lives in a different room, different atmosphere, used a different computer, et cetera, et cetera. Everything was different back then. I've learned so much. And I was terrified I was going to wake up my kids. I was using like every single excuse possible, and I just needed to do it. I told my coach I was going to do it, and I was going to do it. I signed myself up and said I was going to do a Facebook Live once a week when I first started. And it didn't matter how long it was, I was doing it. It was a minute long. A minute, you guys. And I don't even know if it was that long. I planned it out so hard, and I had all these things I was going to talk about, and like you have your intro, your outro, like that sort of thing. Obviously those things change over time. I got on there and started, and I totally froze and I forgot what I was going to talk about. And I said one thing, and then I said, something just to close out, and then that was it. That was it. It was like a minute. And not the prettiest thing either, visually or anything whatsoever. So I kept that video. And I use it today to train people. You may be thinking, why the hell would you do that? Because I show people how far you can come. How you can come from being totally petrified from clicking that button and getting on camera to me being able to go online and do training classes for 30 minutes where I talk on here, 30-minute Zoom training classes, and have that experience, one-on-one or in a group. That's where I've come from. So I know that you can do it too. So from 1 minute to 30 minutes, how far I've been able to come. And like I said, I know that you can too, because I was not very well prepared. When you're doing your Facebook Lives too, some different tips and tricks for you. Your compelling reason to click. So that title that some people just kind of like wash over, seriously, the most important thing. The most important thing. When you're sitting and writing down and figuring out what you're going to say or what you're going to do, that should be at the top of your list. It may not be the first thing that you do, but it is the most important. So plan it all out. Pick that attention grabber, that click grabber. People are going to look at it and be like, oh, yes, I want to learn that. So like today it was, are you terrified of pushing that go live button? Because obviously if you were going to click and you were going to watch, because that's what I'm sharing today. So, if you're doing like, if you're in makeup and you're doing the look of the day, maybe not just say look of the day and like put the date, because I know some people do that. Maybe do it a little like, cat eye or like something a little bit different to catch people's eye, because you want to stand out, right? That's the first tip that I'll give you. The second tip that's really important that most people don't know is your links. So if you have links particularly to your product, which obviously it's going to be a site off Facebook, don't put that in your title, your description, or any of that stuff in your post. Definitely put it in the comments. Don't make it the first comment either. In your video, go ahead and scroll to the very end. So scroll to if it's 5 minutes long, scroll to 4:45 and then drop it. And that's where you're going to drop it. It's going to be the most effective way for you because Facebook does not want you to take people off of Facebook. They want you to stay here. So if you're using Facebook in particular, if you have links like on YouTube, that's a little bit different. Can have that on there. And LinkedIn is obviously different with their algorithm, but comments for sure. LinkedIn is pretty cool because it actually, you don't have to put in like a fancy link like on Bitly or whatever. It just does its own little LinkedIn comment. So that's why other platforms are also amazing to use. A little fun side tip there for you. You guys, I promise it only take up 5 minutes of your time, and it just blows by. It went from me not knowing what the heck to talk about for a minute to I'm almost at 7 minutes. So if you're looking for other ways to excel at this incredibly necessary skill, because if you're not looking to do, a live video on any sort of platform, maybe you're looking at doing a video course. So incredibly necessary for you to be able to do this. Okay. Go ahead and drop live below if you're looking for some more skills. We can see where maybe you need to make a shift. Maybe it's a mindset shift. Maybe it's a certain criteria in your setup of your live. Maybe it's actually when you're in your live. We can see. If you know someone that may be missing out on this incredibly necessary skill, feel free to tag them below. Feel free to share. That's why everything we do on our different platforms is public for that reason. Okay, I hope that you got some value from this. I hope that if you have not done your first live, whether it is on Facebook, whether you're gonna be on YouTube, maybe you're gonna go on LinkedIn, wherever you're gonna do that first video, I hope that this gave you that last kick in the pants to be able to just push the button, do your video, do your live video, do your TikTok dance, do whatever it is that you want to do. Just get out there, get that thing moving. Okay. Have a great morning, evening, night, whatever time it is for you on the globe. And hit me up later on Friday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, where I will dive into a little bit more marketing training for you guys. All right. Have a great day. Bye.